Okay, today I'm going to show you, make a short video here, of how how if you wanted to, you could try to deactivate some of the aerosolized nanoparticulates in our upper atmosphere. Okay, one of the first steps to deactivating the aerosolized nanoparticulates in our upper atmosphere is to go ahead and get yourself, well, I guess the first step would be to get some good ingredients which help flush some of the, let me restart that. Basically what you want to do is you get yourself a couple of things. Now this device that you see in front of you here, this is called a variable frequency electromagnetic pulse device. Yeah, I think I used generator in one of my other terms, but technically it's just a device because it doesn't generate its own. But this creates frequencies. Any frequency I want from 0 to 1,000,000 hertz. It's very, very handy when it comes to these devices. The frequencies that we're looking for today to deactivate the nanoparticulates in your system, okay, are these two frequencies right here. That's 4,534 hertz hertz, 4,534 hertz, or 8,671 hertz. Obviously you can differentiate between the two to try and see what works best. How this device works is this sends a pulse or a frequency at whatever frequency I want. I set it to square wave because that has the most uncontinuous effect. The most of the other ones, they're sort of continuous when it comes to their frequency. This one is more of a pulsed frequency. So we run the output of our frequency generator into the input on our amplifier. It's really simple. Have it hooked up with alligator clips. We run the output, which would go to our natural speakers. We would run that. I have it hooked up here through a it's a device for testing voltages, and this one has amps on it. So I have it set to the lowest amp reading, which is 20 on the meter, but so it reads approximately 20 amps. And then the wires go same way as my Doug coil setup to the pack of resistors. This is just a stack of resistors. I have it through this. This is a 0.1 microfarad capacitor. It's about a 275 volt alternating current capacitor, and then I have it hooked up to my coil. I want to say this is probably like 100 turns of, like, you know, I want to say like a decent sized copper gauge. It's probably like 10 millimeters or 6, something like that. So that's it. That's the electromagnetic pulsar. First things first, we're going to turn on our pulsar to 4,534 hertz. Okay, it's on. We have the amplitude set low. We're going to turn our amplifier on. Amplifier's on. We will adjust the input until we get to about 2 amps, because my transistors heat up real fast on this amplifier, so I don't want to use it very much. Now, just for proof of concept, we're going to turn this up. No. Show you. In fact, This is north. The needle's pointing north and south. As I put my coil around it, I can change it. A proof of concept. The device works. Okay. So that what you do is you take your electromagnetic pulse device and you basically put it anywhere on your body that you're trying to deactivate the nanoparticulates. Since most of the nanoparticulates travel to the brain area and the upper torso, I would start with the upper torso, meaning the arms. You can take your device, put your hand inside of it. You can do your arm. You can do your shoulders. You can put it on your head. Okay, and so that basically what you're doing is that pulse at 4,534 hertz or 8,671 hertz will help to deactivate the nanoparticulates inside your system. Now the second part of what you want to do is you need to flush those deactivated nanoparticulates from your system. One of the best ways to deactivate the nanoparticulates from your system is with a mixture of a couple different ingredients. I have a couple different methods that I've been working with. However, I will go over with the ones that it is most up to date and the one that I'm using currently. Let's see, the first ingredient actually on this list is going to be your main ingredient right here. That's going to be your ascorbic acid. I actually add about 100 grams of ascorbic acid to this bag, and then I add 45 grams of magnesium. I add 45 grams of MSM. That's methyl sulfonyl methane. I add 15 grams of diatomaceous earth. You can also use silicon dioxide or any other beneficial form of silica. Silica is helps to remove heavy metals from your system. MSM is just a good all around for your joints. It helps to help remove some of the heavy metals from, you know, joints and everything. The magnesium, that's actually going to help make it so you don't intake the negative metals into your system. Let's see, the receptors in your brain that actually use magnesium or whatever they are, the parts of your body that use these beneficial minerals like magnesium actually will intake aluminum and different types of negative heavy metals that are in the upper atmosphere into your system, and they will use them like they do the magnesium or whatever. Basically, this is getting long and lengthy, but take magnesium because it helps your body so you don't intake aluminum. Then we'll go down the line. We use 45 grams of sodium bicarbonate, and I use 7 grams of ethylene diamine teracetic acid. That's EDTA for short. And this is going to help remove the deactivated nanoparticulates from your system. It's really easy to make. Basically, you just take a cup, you add some water, we take our deactivation minerals or our heavy metal cleansing minerals, which are perfect for decleansing from heavy metals. It should fizz up, sort of activate the ingredients, and you can drink it down as it's fizzing right there. And what that does is that will help flush the deactivated nanoparticulates from your system. Thank you very much.